Thank you and welcome to this first session of the second day of DSDS 2014. Confucius in the 6th century BC famously said, "The entirety of human civilization depends upon 6 inches of topsoil and the fact that it rains." This observation explicitly captures the linkage between human well-being, food, water, and natural resources, and implicitly that of energy from the sun, without which there would be neither food nor water, which is renewable and inexhaustible. The pre-industrial civilizations flourished within the limits of natural flows of water and energy. The inventory of human accomplishments in the pre-industrial era is vast in terms of language, religion, the scientific method, mathematics, philosophy, arts, architecture, and much more. However, even by the 18th century, for most of the world, life was still about poverty, disease, ignorance, and starvation. The prospect of well-being for all only came about in the industrial era through technology, applied through markets and society, and all of these based on science, economics, and political thought developed in the preceding centuries. But industrialization required civilization to proceed beyond the limits of natural energy and water flows. And in turn, this has, through the inexorable process of geometric compounding of industrial growth, led to the breach of planetary ecological boundaries. This breach has happened when 2/3 of humanity have still not realized the promise of a better life. Clearly, leaving those left behind to remain poor for several more generations will generate tensions on a scale that will tear apart all social compacts. At the same time, humanity as a whole must revert to living within planetary ecological constraints. This challenge is manifest clearly in Asia. How does one develop and deploy the array of technologies that will provide clean, reliable, safe, and affordable energy, enhance food production, storage, and distribution, harvest, conserve, and recycle water, and ensure that all get their fair share? Vikram Mehta said yesterday that food, water, and energy could be viewed as commodities, or as public utilities, or as human rights, implying that different methods of social organization and public policies would be appropriate for these different categories. Of course, these categories are not mutually exclusive, and the provision of these by the market does not preclude public provision in parallel, and neither mode of delivery precludes legal entitlements to all or to the poor. To speak how Asia has addressed these questions, of how the countries of the region may learn from each other's experience, or that of countries outside the region, we have this morning a galaxy of speakers. Jeff Sachs of the Earth Institute,